In 2022, a family in Maryland put a load of towels in their Samsung dryer and left the house. When they came back, the laundry room was gone. The fire started inside the machine. Lint had bypassed the filter, collected around the heating element, and ignited. The dryer was 2 years old. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission estimates that 15,500 dryer fires occur in American homes every single year. 10 deaths, 310 injuries, $84 million in property damage. And the most disturbing part is not the number. It is the cause. 34% of those fires start because of lint buildup that the machine itself was supposed to prevent. This is not a maintenance problem. This is an engineering problem. And manufacturers have known about it for over a decade. Today, we are going to expose the 3 design choices hiding inside your dryer that are costing you money, destroying your clothes, and in some cases, burning down your house. Then we are going to tell you exactly which brands refuse to cut these corners. The first engineering crime is the lint system itself. Your grandmother's dryer had a simple design. Hot air entered the drum, passed through the clothes, picked up moisture and lint, then exited through a short metal duct straight out the back wall. The lint screen caught most of the debris, the rest blew outside. The system was so simple that almost nothing could go wrong. Modern dryers are engineered for silence and compactness. To achieve that, manufacturers rerouted the exhaust system through longer, more complex internal ductwork. They added bends, curves, and plastic channels inside the machine. Every bend is a place where lint accumulates. Every plastic component is a surface that lint sticks to. But here's the part manufacturers do not advertise. The lint screen only catches about 60% of the lint your clothes produce. The rest enters the internal ductwork and slowly builds up around the heating element, the blower housing, and the exhaust channel. On some models, the lint collects in areas that are physically impossible for the homeowner to access, without completely disassembling the entire machine. Electrolux settled a class action lawsuit covering dryers manufactured between 2002 and 2011. The allegation was that their ball hitch drum design allowed lint to collect directly next to the heating element. They used flammable plastic parts for the air duct and blower housing. Lint plus heat plus plastic, the result was predictable. LG is currently under class action investigation for the same fundamental design flaw. Their lint screens allegedly do not fit properly in the housing, creating a gap that allows lint to bypass the filter entirely and accumulate on the heating element. If you own a dryer that takes noticeably longer to dry clothes than it did when you bought it, this is likely already happening inside your machine. The lint is already there, you just cannot see it. But even if your dryer never catches fire, there is a second engineering crime that is quietly destroying your clothes and your electric bill. Modern dryers use electronic moisture sensors to detect when your clothes are dry. 2 small metal strips inside the drum measure the electrical conductivity of the fabric touching them. Wet clothes conduct electricity. Dry clothes do not. When the sensor detects dry fabric, it shuts off the machine. The problem is dryer sheets. Every dryer sheet you use coats those metal strips with a thin layer of waxy residue. Over time, that film builds up until the sensor can no longer accurately read moisture levels. The result is one of 2 failures. Either your dryer shuts off too early and your clothes come out damp, or it never detects dryness and runs continuously, overheating your clothes, shrinking your fabrics, and tripling your energy consumption. And here is the part that should make you furious. The manufacturers know dryer sheets destroy these sensors. It is documented in their own service manuals. But they do not warn you on the control panel. They do not include a cleaning reminder. They do not design the sensor to resist the coating. Instead, you call a technician because your dryer stopped drying properly. They charge you $150 for a service call. They clean 2 metal strips with rubbing alcohol. 5-minute job, $150. If you use dryer sheets and your dryer has been running longer cycles than it used to, the sensor is already compromised. You are paying to overdry your clothes right now. But the most insulting engineering crime is the one designed to kill the entire machine. Inside every modern dryer is a component called a thermal fuse. It is a one-time use safety device that blows when the dryer overheats, shutting off the machine permanently. It is the last line of defense before a fire. The part itself costs $8 to $15. A homeowner with a screwdriver and a YouTube video can replace it in 20 minutes. But here is the trap. When the thermal fuse blows, most modern dryers display no error code and give no indication of what went wrong. The machine simply stops working, dead. The average consumer assumes the dryer is broken, calls a technician, and pays $150 to $250 for a diagnosis and a part that costs less than a pizza. Millions of perfectly good dryers are thrown away every year because of a $10 fuse that nobody told the owner about. And the thermal fuse is only blowing in the first place because of the lint problem from engineering crime number 1. Restricted airflow causes overheating. Overheating blows the fuse. The fuse kills the machine. Each engineering crime feeds the next. Samsung is now facing a class action lawsuit over cracked dryer drums. The drums crack within the first few years of normal use, creating a gap that catches and tears clothing. But more critically, the crack allows lint to migrate behind the drum and accumulate near the heating element. Samsung has refused to repair the defect for free. The replacement drum costs more than the dryer is worth. The machine is disposable by design. They knew. They kept selling, every single time. But here is what the lawsuits will never tell you. There are still 3 brands building dryers that are meant to last. 3 brands that repair technicians buy for their own homes. We are about to name all 3. But first, quick question. How old is your dryer and has it needed a repair? Drop your brand and age in the comments. We read every single one. Now, what should you actually buy? These recommendations are based on Yale Appliance's 2026 reliability data from 33,190 real service calls, plus interviews with 16 independent repair professionals. Number 3. GE. Repair professionals praise GE dryers for their simplicity and parts availability. GE operates the largest appliance service network in the country. When something breaks, a technician can reach you within days, not weeks. Replacement parts are universally stocked. The machines use standardized components that independent repair shops have serviced for decades. No proprietary parts, no diagnostic software lockouts. Price range, $600 to $1,000. Number 2, Whirlpool. 11 out of 16 repair professionals surveyed named Whirlpool as one of the most reliable dryer brands. Whirlpool dryers use straightforward mechanical designs with accessible components. The heating elements, thermal fuses, and belts are all commodity parts available at any hardware store for under $30. A competent homeowner can perform most repairs without a technician. That is what reliable actually means, not that it never breaks. That when it breaks, you can fix it cheaply and fast. Price range, $500 to $900. Number 1, Speed Queen. 11 out of 16 repair professionals named Speed Queen the single most reliable washer and dryer brand on the market. Speed Queen builds commercial laundromat equipment and sells the same engineering to consumers. Their dryer drums are made from galvanized steel, not painted steel that rusts. Their control systems are mechanical, not electronic. There is no motherboard to fail, no touchscreen to crack, no moisture sensor to coat with dryer sheet residue. A Speed Queen dryer is built to run 10,400 cycles at 1 load per day, that is over 25 years. The drawback is price. Speed Queen dryers start around $1,000 and go up to $2,400. That sounds expensive until you do the math. A $600 Samsung dryer that cracks in 4 years costs you $150 per year. A $1,200 Speed Queen that lasts 25 years costs you $48 per year. The Samsung is 3 times more expensive. And that does not include the $250 service call for a blown thermal fuse at year 3. The cheapest dryer is the one you never have to replace. Here is the rule. Buy the dryer with the fewest circuit boards, the shortest exhaust path, the most accessible lint system, and a drum made of real steel. If a repair technician will not buy it for their own home, you should not either. Stop buying technology. Buy the machine that dries the clothes. The most expensive dryer is the one you buy twice. If this investigation saved you from a mistake, subscribe. We release a new investigation every week.